I knew I should have worn makeup for these videos. I'm gonna look even more bummy now. Hi everyone, welcome back. This is how I edit my Instagram pictures. Okay, first things first, open Instagram. Let's check my feed, and then you can like see. So this is currently my feed, really cool toned. Just, I like blue. Baby blue is my favorite color. So I just think that my feed reflects that, you know. We're gonna take my most recent photo, which is this photo set, and then we're probably gonna do this one. The S9 camera, I was like, I want to try this out, so I took both of those on the S9 camera. The two apps I use, MuseCam, Facetune. Sometimes I use Visco. Honestly, I don't see the hype. So first, with Facetune, to make it easier to edit in MuseCam, I'll go on Facetune and I'll basically just make any warm tones whiter. We're gonna start with the most recent one. So this is the original photo, right? My skin isn't looking too bad, it's a bit oily, but I didn't really do anything to the skin. I don't really use Facetune for that. Sometimes I do. If I have a spot, like definitely smooth that out, patch, all that stuff, it's great. So I'll take these, like the white area, the bits where it's like yellow, and like just whiten, do you know what I mean? You get me? Yeah, see, you already see that difference? Looking cool toned already. So yeah, whiten, that's good enough. So I'll save that to camera roll, and then I'll go to MuseCam, open that, and ignore my camera roll. I have made some presets, but I'll do it from scratch. So I'll go here, probably reduce the exposure a tiny bit because it's looking a bit glary. Contrast, I like to bring the contrast down a tad as well, 0.99, you know, really makes a difference. Vibrance, I don't like, you see, okay, the vibrance is actually not that bad here. Vibrance, I'll put it up a tiny bit. Saturation, down a tiny bit. You don't want to lose the color from the skin, you know. I like the brown. Saturation, sharpen, I like to leave sharpen to the end to see like the rest of the stuff first. Tint, make it a bit cooler. The warm tones is where you don't want to be for my feed, so I'll put it down there. Tint, don't touch that. Highlights, I'm already looking a bit like glary, so I'll probably leave that alone. I'll put it up a bit. Shadows, I like to, yeah, no. Fade, I love a cheeky bit of fade. I don't know how to describe it, I just love putting a bit of fade and then a bit of grain. Not that much grain, but just like a tiny bit. So now I'll go to this section here, hue, saturation, luminance. I'll go to saturation first, and the blue of the denim jacket is still a bit like, so I'll probably bring that down a bit. So it will take the blues and just like alter the blues, if that makes sense, which is quite cool. You have to pay for this feature, but it's honestly worth it. To be honest, I just play around with this stuff until I'm happy. You see, like if you have a lot of orange, like how my skin is, obviously like I have a really orange undertone to my skin. So the orange is picked up there with that orange slider. If I wanted to get rid of that, I could just do that, but that looks horrid. Blue, best friend. I will alter the blue highlights a tad. Shadows, bring that, no, actually not the shadows. Midtones, I never really touch the midtones because it's quite drastic. Blacks, whites, there, and same camera roll. That's basically what I'll do. The second one, as you can see, the picture is a lot wider. I cropped it to make it square, so I'll do that. It doesn't really matter where you do that, to be honest. Like you can do it on the like normal thing, so just 1-1, you know how it is, and then around there. So that's kind of like, yeah, the crop. As you can see, my skin is looking a bit like there's some bumps, so I'll probably smooth this out. This is where the Facetune comes in handy, you know. Smooth that out, looking nice. Probably up there a tiny bit. You don't want to overdo that because you don't want to look fake. Can you even tell that much of it? Yeah, you can tell a bit of a difference there, isn't it? Oh, one thing I didn't say on the other one, I didn't want to touch my face on the other one, but sometimes like I'll go into details, put detail on the like eye, eyebrow, lips, just to like make features stand out a bit more. So yeah, same thing again with the background. I'll whiten it. This one is pretty white already, but you know, yeah, you can see a difference in there already, to be honest. And then it's a bit more difficult here because of the leaves, but just do as much as like you can basically. And that's good for Facetune. Now, save this. Okay, then we go back to MuseCam. This one I actually originally edited on the computer, on my laptop, but I can replicate that sort of vibe here. Exposure up a bit here because I'm looking kind of dull. Contrast up a tiny bit to like bring the shadows out. I quite like doing that. Vibrance, not really much on the vibrance, and then saturation down a tiny bit as well. As I said, don't touch sharpen yet. Temperature down a tad, but as you can see, I don't like the way it like kind of brings out that blue on my top, but I can fix that later with that stuff. So highlights will be up a tiny bit. I quite like that. And then shadows. No shadows. Fade, no. Film grain, no, not yet. So now this bit is what I'm gonna do the most with. Gonna bring the blacks up a tad, you know, and then shadows down, midtones down, because as you saw, my skin was kind of like it was quite an olivey color in that one, I think. So it wasn't like the normal ones. So yeah, bring that down a bit, and then highlights down a bit, a tad as well. And this is overall, this is not on just one specific color. Now go to blue, shadows down on blue. You see that blue? Bring that down. And then boom, sorted. And then also, I kind of like blurred out these leaves a tad. This one I did put a bit of fade and a bit of film grain. Yeah, to be honest. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. I'm gonna go now. I'll see you next time. So bye.